Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my prostrated obeisance to the lotus feet of my beloved spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Thakur, Param Gurupad Padmo, Nityalila Pravishta Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, as well as I offer the same to all Acharya and pure devotee as well. Also I offer my due respect to you and all. So today we have to speak something about the glories of Lord, right? Very good. So tomorrow is our last day. Today is day before festival. So it is very most important to know about Lord glories. Lord, Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord is Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is supreme. Sri Krishna is supreme. Why? Because he is controller. He is controller of entire universe. Even the God and Goddesses in heaven, they are also acting according to the direction and instruction of Krishna. But nowadays, due to the not properly explain the glories of Lord, Supreme Lord, we are always keep in our mind that how the God and Goddesses, Supreme Lord Krishna is the same. We are not able to compare. Just to think about Krishna's name and Krishna. Krishna's name is such powerful. Krishna's name is more powerful than Krishna himself. Krishna's name is more powerful than Krishna himself. All of you may know about that. Lord Ramchandra. All of you know, right? Lord Ramachandra. Who is Lord Ramchandra? Ramchandra is incarnation of etiquette. Marjada Purushattam. So, Lord Ramchandra is always showing us the etiquette. What we supposed to keep our etiquette in present society, with mother, with father. As a king, what is supposed to keep etiquette for the benefit of the people in the kingdom. We should not act like, okay, I am king. Whatever I say, everybody should follow. We know that Lord Ramchandra is supposed to be higher up throne during the Dasharatha Maharaj, his father, presence. Higher up throne. But what he said, he asked each mother, Kaikeyi, what is my actual purpose to be here? I am not able to fulfill it if I become the higher up throne. So, mother, do you love me? The mother says, yes, I love you. If you really love me, is it possible for you to drink poison for me? Is it possible for you to drink poison? The mother Kaikeyi says, yes, I can do that. Then he says, nowadays we become greedy to be a king. But he says that tomorrow Father going to appoint me as higher up throne of Ayodhya kingdom. So I want you to send me exile for 14 years. How? Do you remember? Long time before, Father promised you to give you two boon. Promised to give you two boon. Now is the time you can ask the boon. One boon, you ask from Father, send me exile for 14 years. And another one boon, tell him to appoint Bharata as a higher up throne of this kingdom instead of me. Although Kaikeyi doesn't want, but she promised she will do it. So accordingly Kaikeyi asked. And then Dasharatha Maharaj doesn't like, but he is unable to escape. Why this thing happened? If you look, is the Supreme Lord, it is Ramchandra. Why he has such problem? If he is really God, right? Supreme Lord always respect to his devotees. I think yesterday I explained about that Sravan Kumar, right? Sravan Kumar, do you remember yesterday I explained? The Sravan Kumar, while he was taking his parents for different pilgrimage, at that time he killed by Dasharath Maharaj. Because Dasharath Maharaj was thinking that some tiger drinking water, and where exactly the place where tiger drinking water. Actually it was not tiger, it was Sravan Kumar taking water in a kalash, water pot, in a river. Thus Dasharath Maharaj apply his Shabdavedi man. Shabdavedi means where sound is, that arrow goes there and hit him. Accordingly it hit. And then he's heard that one sound. Oh my father, oh my mother, I am not able to fulfill your desire to bring the water. Then Dasharath Maharaj realized that he made wrong choice. Then he went to this Sravan Kumar, asked him where is his mother, where is his father. Then he explained, then he expired. In order to actually inform the mother and father, Dasharath Maharaj took Sravan Kumar's body, and as soon as that Sravan Kumar's parents, who was actually blind, both was blind, asking Sravan Kumar, why you become so late to bring the water? Something happening over there. Then Dasharath Maharaj said, actually it is me, not your son. Because of my mistake, such mistake, your son lost his life. Actually because of my mistake, I killed him. Then Sravan Kumar's parents, they cursed Dasharath Maharaj. How we are going to die with the separation of my son? You are also going to die the same way. So this curse, when this curse Sravan Kumar's parents gave to Dasharath Maharaj, that time Dasharathas have no children. Yes, he has many wives. After the incident, this Vasishtha Rishi arranged that one fire sacrifice named Putrashti Yajna. The Putrashti Yajna appeared one charu. Charu means one sweet rice. Then Dasharath Maharaj gave it, but actually the Vasishtha Rishi gave it to Dasharath Maharaj and tell him that, who is your favorite queens? Please give it to him. Give it to her. And then Dasharath Maharaj chose two queens, one Kaushalya and one Kaikeyi. Then Kaushalya and Kaikeyi, they have favorite was Sumitra, another queens of Dasharath Maharaj. So they also divided half of their portion to Sumitra Devi. In that way, we come to know that Kausalya's son is Ramchandra. Three queens gave 4 birth. Ramchandra, Kaikeyi's son is Bharat, and Sumitra's son Lakshmana and Shatrugana. Like Supreme Lord Krishna's 4 expansion appear like this. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Means Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrugana. 4 expansion. So Ramchandra is Marjada Purushottam. So Ramchandra decided when he saw this, his father appointing him as the heir of throne, then he decided to request Mother Kaikeyi. And Mother Kaikeyi also, in order to fulfill Ramchandra's desire, he did so. And we saw Ramchandra was in exile 14 years. Why he went to forest? Because at that time demonic personification expanded such a manner that no one sage unable to perform their fire sacrifice at all. Wherever they do anything, the demonic person came and destroyed their fire sacrifice. Not only that, destroy their, kill them. Sages was killed by the demons. We know from Bhagavad Gita, Lord says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma samasthapanarthaya shambhavami juge juge. So Lord says, I appear jug after jug. Why? To rescue all the sadhu from the torture of demonic person. Paritrana sadhuna. And vinasaya cha duskritam. Destroy all the demonic personification. And then dharma samasthapanarthaya, to re-establish dharma in society. I appear jug after jug. So all the demonic personification who used to disturb sages to do any ritual ceremony. So Lord Ramchandra went to exile. We know there is so many demonic personification surrounded Ravana. Ravana. Who is Ravana? Ravana, before he was Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Ravana and Kumbhakarna, before he was Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Who was Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu? They are Joy Vijay. Why they become demon? Once Lord has desire to enjoy His power, who can fight with the Lord? He need some competitive, powerful personification. So how it can happen? When Lord has desired to perform, to fight, to enjoy power, at that time, Brahma's mind-born son, Chatur Kumara, they appear in front of Vaikuntha. The door of Vaikuntha, Jai Vijay was there. Actually, Vaikuntha means there is no obstacles. But when they reach, Jai Vijay stopped them. Usually, Chatur Kumar, four Kumara, by nature they are very soft, no anger. But as soon as they stop by Chatur Kumara, stopped by Jai Vijay, Chatur Kumara become angry. Out of anger they curse. Hey, do you know Vaikuntha means? No obstacles. Why you stop me? I curse you. Should go back to Mrityulok, the material world. We know. So when we are going back to Lord's abode, there is no question to come back in this material world. But while they cursed by four Kumara, and then they are lamenting. While Jai Vijay was lamenting, and for Kumar also thinking, why I curse them? Jai Vijay. We suppose as a Vaishnava, we suppose not to curse anyone. Both are lamenting. In order to make them understand that is not their mistake, that is his desire. His desire, Lord desire. What desire? Lord wants to enjoy his power. Therefore we need some powerful personification. So anyway, that Lord desire, because of Lord desire, they got cursed from Chatur Kumara. And Chatur Kumara also lamenting, and this Jai Vijay requesting, please take back your cards. They say it's not possible to take back the cards. It should happen. When this thing going on, the Lord appear in between and explain, this is true. This is not your mistake. It was my desire. You become angry, four Kumara become angry because of my desire. And you have to go back to material world. The two option is there. What option? If you keep friendship with me, then you have to spend in this material world 7 lifetimes. And if you become enemy of me, if you want to be the enemy of me, you will spend there 3 lifetimes. 3 lifetimes. Definitely they choose enemies. The Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu appear, then Ravana, Kumbhakarna appear. The Ravana has under his territory lots of demonic persons. And surrounding Panchavati, whatever the forest surrounding, where all the sages performing their sadhana, everyone felt disturbed. So much disturbance. Ramchandra, when he was a small boy, just to finish his study from Vasishtha Rishi's ashram, returned to home. You know, nowadays you can see your children in your home, going to school every day, come back from school. You are enjoying with your child. But before, system was not like that. You have to go to Gurukul. Gurukul means place where Gurudev is living. They are opening a school there. So Ramchandra, Bharata, Lakshmana, Shatrugana, four, they used to stay at Gurukul. Just they finished the study and returned to home. Then, everybody happy, because after a long time, the four princes returned to palace. All the queens become happy, enjoying their happiness. All of a sudden, Vishwamitra came. You know Vishwamitra? Devorsi, Rajarsi. Devorsi is Narad, Rajarsi is Vishwamitra. The Rajarsi, Vishwamitra, Raj Rishi. So he appeared in the palace. So extremely happy mood everyone have. Maharaj Dasharatha became so happy to see Vishwamitra arrived in his palace. He just greet him, wash his feet, and asking him, is there any service he can render? Then, these sages usually very tricky. Very tricky. Say, yes, I have. Are you ready to fulfill my desire? Are you ready to perform the service what I am going to ask you? Yes. Promise. Yes, I promise. 3 times promise. I promise 3 times. Then he said, I want your son Ram. I want to take him with me. It's like a thunderbolt coming on the head of Dasharatha Maharaj. So what happened? Dasharatha Maharaj trying to say, Ram is a small boy. What do you want? Please let me know. I can be on his behalf. I can go with you. Then Vishwamitra said, you are not able to do so. I want Ram only. You promise. If you are not going to fulfill your promise, I am leaving now. So Dasharatha Maharaj was in dilemma, what he is supposed to do. One side he promised, another side Muni, Vishwamitra Rishi is leaving if he is not fulfilling his promise. It is very bad for my kingdom. So he agreed for that. Although he doesn't want, he have to. So this is the situation. So when Ramchandra supposed to leave, then Lakshman Sumitra Devi, one son. Sumitra Devi got the two sons because of this Kausalya and Kaikeyi's mercy. So she got two sons. One son, Lakshman, he gave to Kausalya's son, Ramchandra. Who is Lakshman? Lakshman is Balaram. And another son he gave to Kaikeyi, Shatrughna. He always in favor of Bharat. So Lakshman wants to go with Ramchandra as his servant to assist his brother. So Vishwamitra, Ram and Lakshman, three went to forest for performing fire sacrifice. Why? Because whenever they perform fire sacrifice, Ravana's messenger with so many demonic personification, they're coming and destroying their fire sacrifice. The Ram and Lakshman, they are guard. Whoever comes, they are shooting. It was that. Then finally Vishwamitra performed perfect fire sacrifice. From the fire flame of the fire sacrifice appeared Vijay Dhanush. Vijay Dhanush means that bows and arrow. If anyone holding, no one can defeat him. So Ramchandra, he gave everything to Ramchandra, Vishwamitra. They are all the past times, Then eventually Vishwamitra take Ramchandra, Lakshman to that place where Tarka, 10,000 elephant power, if you accumulate, there is one Tarka's power. It's very difficult to defeat except Ramchandra. The Ramchandra also killed, and one by one have killed. Finally, Vishwamitra, invited by Janak Maharaj for attending his daughter Sita's Swayamvar Sabha. The Swayamvar Sabha means that daughter Sita will choose her husband, because that day King Janak invite lot of princes from different state. They came and Sita will choose her husband. But Janak Raja did another way. There is a Shiv Dhanush, means Lord Shiva's bows was there. So Janak Raja gave a condition, who will lift up the Shiv Dhanush and in a pratincha means there is a rope. When I fit the rope on the Dhanush, first lift up, then take the string and properly fit in the bows. Who is able to perform it, he will be qualified to marry my daughter, Sita. In order to marry Sita, even Ravana appeared there. So many different king appeared over there. Everybody failure. Then there was a comments made by Janak. It seems like all the Bira means you can say Bira means English called powerful fighter. hero. Hero.
Yes, it's hero.
Hero. Hero is not the. All the hero is not present in this present world. Then in that Swayamvar Sabha, Ramchandra and Lakshmana was present as a servant of Vishwamitra. They are not invited. Then Lakshmana become angry to hear the comments of Maharaj Janak. Then he says, "Hey Maharaj Janak, what your comments is very offensive. Here is my brother who can lift up Himalaya. Who can lift up Himalaya. Your Sivdhanush, like a toy for him." Then Lakshman was angry. So Vishwamitra make him cool to hear all the Lakshman's comments. So Janak Raja allow Ramchandra to lift up the Sivdhanush. So Ramchandra, who is really powerful, who is really hero, they are not showing their power. Accordingly, Ramchandra came to their Dhanush, bow and arrow, bows of Lord Shiva, do Achmana, pray to Lord Shiva, and then he lift up bows easily. Now why in the pratincha means string, when going to fit in the bows, this Dhanush was breaking, was broke. Why? Actually Shiva feels shy. Enam Shiva jape pancha mukhere. Whose name Lord Shiva is chanting Hare Krishna, chanting Ram, that Ram appeared and lifted up his bow. Therefore, but that's bows given by Parashuram. Parashuram was the Mandar hill. Still he alive. Hanuman still alive. Parashuram still alive. Vasudev still alive. And that actually Dronacharya's son, Ashwatthama also alive. So Mandar Parbat still exists in South India. If you go and search, then you can see Parashuram still there. Yes, he appeared there. And then he doesn't know. Parashuram doesn't know who is this small boy, Ram. He was shouting, who broke the bow? Then Ram says, I broke it. Not intentionally, it broke automatically. Then Parashuram became angry towards Ram. Lakshman was angry also with Parashuram. It's very nice play, going on. Lakshman angry, Parashuram angry. Then finally Parashuram realized this boy is not ordinary boy. His name, my name Parashuram. He said, my name is Ram. Maybe my Lord. Then he surrendered. Then in that way Sita Ram's wedding, and then Janak Raja's 2 daughters and his brother have 2 daughters, 4 daughters. The marriage is 4 son of Dasharatha Maharaj. Then incident happened, what I explained before. While everything was running, Dasharatha Maharaj thinking to appoint Lord Rama, appoint my son Rama as a higher up throne for my kingdom. At that time, Kaikeyi approached, and in order to keep the truth of his father's word, we say Pitri Sattva Palan. Pitri Sattva means father word have been truth, not like a fake. So Ramchandra acting like I am going to establish the father word have been truthful. But his ultimate desire to go forest and kill. Anyway, so this is the incident, So 14 years, when going to end 14 years, last king was Ravana. Ravana killed by Ramchandra. How this thing happened? The entire story is really big story. So Ramchandra, finally he killed Ravana and appointed Ravana's kingdom. Ravana's brother Vibhishan should rule the Lanka, and then he returned. When returning from exile, at that time, there was a ceremony arranged by Bharata. Huge ceremony. Incredible ceremony, to Ramchandra reception ceremony. The reception ceremony, because Ramchandra Marjada Purushattam, means incarnation of etiquette. According to the instruction of Ramchandra, Bharat make a very nice stage and 3 singhasan was there. There is 3 singhasan, one for Vasishtha Rishi, Kulguru, means family guru, one for Vishwamitra Rishi, Archari Guru, and one for Ramchandra. Bharat invite all the neighbors, the king of neighbor king, they appear with the presentation offered to Lord Ramchandra. But Ramchandra make the system, everybody should greet first to his guru. First, Kulguru Vasishtha Rishi, second, Archari Guru Vishwamitra Rishi, and third is Ramchandra. Everybody should greet them first, then they should come to Ramchandra, offer the presentation. This is a system he established, everyone following, because Ramchandra's kingdom was full of peace. Everyone getting proper judgment. There is no politics. Only one law was there. Everything should be for the people. Whatever system they will made for the benefit of the people. So everything going on nicely. At the last king, Samanta, he told by Narada, Narad says, Samanta, don't respect or greet Vishwamitra. He is not Brahmin. He is not qualified to be Guru. Ignore him. Vishwamitra angry Rishi, His anger goes top. Samanta, according to the Narad Muni's explanation, accordingly he followed Samanta. But Vishwamitra angry, he just leaving the palace, leaving stage, leaving the festival venue, going back to his ashram with anger mood. Ramchandra realized it. Ramchandra came to Vishwamitra with folded palm. Because he is Marjada Purushottam. He should not ignore anyone. And ask, please, let me know what is the remedy. Then Vishwamitra with his anger eyes says, what are you going to say? Will you follow? Ramchandra says, yes, I will follow. Promise. Then Ramchandra says, my dearest devotee Hanuman, in his name I promise, whatever you say, I will follow. Then Vishwamitra says, chop the Samanta's head and offer it to my feet right now. Then Ramchandra was in dilemma. He is Marjada Purushottam. Samanta was invited guest. How he can do? Whatever Gurudev says, it is not proper to kill invited guest. But in order to escape it, Ramchandra asking humbly, Gurudev, please let me know, is it proper to kill any invited guest while they were invited? Then Vishwamitra Guru says, no, it's not proper. So how can I kill Samanta? He's my invited guest. Then how much duration you have your invitation he has? And today only. So tomorrow, before sunset, I want to see you chop up Samanta's head and offer his head to my feet. Lord Ramchandra said, yes, I will do so. All the conversation when there is going on, everything Samanta heard from far. If someone says, I will kill Gauranga tomorrow, what will happen? Gauranga's mother Aditi will jumping here and there and catch. So much quarrel, shouting. But what to do? Gauranga, fearful what is going to happen. Hey, I'm going to kill by in this time. Similarly, Samanta, because everybody love their life. First they like their body. When body unable to protect, then they like their life. If someone got cancer, doctors say, hand someone in the hand, they got cancer. Doctor says you have to chop off the hand. They are agree for that. To save their life. Right? So similarly, so Samanta, to protect his life, he went to push that. He went to Narada and asking him, I know that Rishi's instruction, if anyone follow, his life become bright. But now my life become finished because I follow your instruction. Then he explained entire conversation between Ramchandra and Vishwamitra. The Narada says, yes, what to do? So anyway, you have time for tomorrow. Now, right now I can do one thing. I can take with my bearer to Gandhamadan hill and drop you there. When Ramchandra unable to find out you, tomorrow, then your life becomes safe. Then he agreed. Narada accordingly take him to the Gandhamadam hill and drop him there, and Narada come back to Ayodhya. That's all. But when Narada left, then King Samanta, hearing someone chanting, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram. Then he said, who is this? Then he went to see. Then he saw he is Hanuman, by whose name Ramchandra promised. He is Hanuman. So no one can save my life. I am going to die. Samanta jumped to the Hanuman's feet. You know, nature of devotees of Lord, nature of Lord's devotee what? They are very simple. They are usually very simple. And why? Because they are very simple, because they have no any kind of complication in their heart. Lord's devotee chanting Lord's name. So they are simple. So Samanta jumped to the feet of Hanuman and hold the feet and asked, please save my life. Repeatedly he is speaking, telling, save my life. And Hanuman says, chant Lord's Ram, chant the name of Lord Ram. He just one sentence is, please save my life. Then Hanuman's promise, I promise in the name of my Lord Ram, no one can kill you before me. Same person. Lord promised to kill him. Same person. Lord's devotee Hanuman promised to save his life. There is controversy now. Who will be winner? So this is the problem. When this thing going on, then Ramchandra was searching Samanta, unable to find out, and Narada proper time went to meet with Ramchandra. Narada met with Ramchandra and convey the message. Maybe Samanta in Gandhamadam hill, you can come with me. We can search. I can take you with my bearer, chariot. So Samanta went there. Ramchandra went with Narada. When Ramchandra reached Gandamadam, Narada also left Gandamadam and come to Ajodhya. When Ramchandra saw Hanuman, asked Hanuman, did you find any king here? He says, yes, I saw. I want to chop his head. Then Hanuman says, you cannot chop it. If you really want to kill him, first you have to kill me first. Hanuman agreed to, Ramchandra agreed to fight with Hanuman. And Hanuman doesn't want to fight with the Lord. His weapon was Lord's name, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. And Ramchandra applying all his big weapon like a Brahmastra, Pasupatastra, means Lord Shiva, Brahma, all the weapons. They are unable to do anything against Hanuman. All they are coming back to Ramchandra with folded palm, with their form, and telling, Prabhu, we are not able to serve you this time. Ramchandra became angry, why? Then the weapon, the Brahma, Shiva says, we want to, but we tried, we failure because every spork of Hanuman, you and Mother Janaki sitting there. How can I poke the Hanuman's chest? Therefore we become failure. When the conversation taking place, going on, Narada and Vishwamitra both reach that place. Narada says, Samanto, now you just pay obeisance, started obeisance to Vishwamitra. So Samanto did so. And then Samanto told by Vishwamitra, why you are not doing that time? Samanta was in dilemma. If he speak truth, he may be again trouble. So he was always looking face of Ramchandra, looking face of Vishwamitra, looking face of Narada, Hanuman, everyone face. Ramchandra says, don't feel fear. Nothing will happen for you. Speak truth. Then he spoke the truth. Then Vishwamitra asked Narada, why you do so? Why do so? This pastime, in future everybody will remember, and they will realize Lord's name power. When pure devotee chanting Lord's name, that power is more powerful than Lord himself. Hanuman is a devotee of Lord. His chanting power is more powerful than Lord himself. Lord promised to kill Samanta, and Hanuman promised to save Samanta. Finally, Samanta saved by Hanuman's name power. So Lord's name is more powerful than Lord himself. That pastime, when people will read, people will know, then people will follow to chant Lord's name. So now the Kali Yuga, we have that name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra name. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it's such a powerful name. The Mahamantra pull Lord from his abode to you. If you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the Lord will appear to you. No need to go back to Lord. Such a powerful name is. So what we will do? We will chant, we will leave the chanting. Yashoda. What's your desire? Haribol Damodar, what will do? What is doing? Do you believe the Lord name is more powerful than Lord himself? Really? Narottam, what do you believe? If you believe Lord name is powerful, then everybody should chant, right? Not like the chanting beat somewhere else, I am somewhere else. Marinath, what? Chotki or Horosho, ni Horosho?
Очень хорошо. Это очень хорошо.
So anyway, so this is the Lord's name power. When Lord, there is so many history, no? How Supreme Lord appeared with different incarnation. Ram is incarnation. How Supreme Lord appeared in the form of Lord Ram. Why Supreme Lord was crying for Sita. Why Supreme Lord getting help from the monkeys. There is lots of histories there. We can talk tomorrow. Right?
Can I ask a question? Although Hanuman was so dear to Ramachandra that even he promised to his guru, give promise to his guru by his name, like Hanuman name. And when he met Hanuman, when Ramachandra met Hanuman, in that time to fulfill desire of his Gurudev, he started to put in arrows in chest of Hanuman. But from other hand, we know Bhagavan like Bhakta Vatsala. And how did it happen? He's trying to kill his devotee, who is most devoted to him, to Ramachandra.
Because Ramchandra Marjada Purushottam, incarnation of etiquette, Shastra says if Guru become angry, then Lord unable to protect. Lord here not acting like a Lord. He's like a king. So if Guru angry, then his kingdom automatically finish. In order to make happy his Guru, he took the decision. Okay, let's finish it.
Gurudev уже ответил, перевели, но я переведу на русский.
На русский.
Вопрос на русский переведу. Я спросил...
Микрофон.
Вопрос заключался в следующем, что Хануман, мы знаем, очень дорогой слуга Шри Рамачандры. И из этой истории мы даже знаем, услышали, что именем Ханумана Рамачандра поклялся достать голову этого царя, принести ее Вишвамитру. Но при этом, несмотря на то, что он столь горд, когда он встретился с Хануманом непосредственно, и тот отказался отдавать голову царя, отдавать этого царя, то есть Хануман начал, не Хануман, а Рамачандра начал выпускать стрелы в Ханумана, своего дорогого преданного. И мы же знаем, что Бхагаван Бхакта Ватсала, он всегда любит своих преданных, защищает их. Почему в данном случае он поступил так? И еще Гурудев ответил, что все это из-за того, что в данной показывал идеальный пример как бы следования правилам, предписаниям, этикету, то и в соответствии с шастрами, как шастра говорит, что если гуру разгневается, тогда наша жизнь будет разрушена. Он был вынужден поступить таким образом. То есть в этой ситуации Бхагаван действовал как царь, как идеальный царь, а не как